And joining us now is a close friend of Mike Pence and also, or rather, former Representative Jeb Hensarling. Thank you so much for being here, Representative. It's good to see you.
Happy to be here.
So, Jeb, you are good friends with Mike. What was your perspective on the speech today? Any surprises for you?
Well, I found it incredibly inspiring, which is something our party has needed for quite some time. And I think that Mike very well laid out the case. He's the true conservative in this race, and it's not just about rhetoric, it's about record. And so a lot of the American people only know him as a vice president. I knew him serving at his side along in the House. And so, again, regardless of what the odds were, he didn't blow with the prevailing winds, whether it was an economic conservative, a conservative for life, being a strong national defense conservative. Again, he has the record. And today, within the Republican Party, one of the greatest accolades that you can bestow on somebody is constitutional conservative. Mike Pence, his life was on the line to protect and defend our Constitution. And he clearly laid out that case, and that's a case that's going to be taken to the people of Iowa, and it's going to be taken to the people all over America as these primaries roll out. So, yes, is it somewhat unique for a former vice president to compete with a former president? It is. But we're looking in President Trump's case, a man who told us we would get tired of winning. There's a lot of us who are tired of losing. And now we've lost with 3 elections in a row. And it just seems now that President Trump isn't what he used to be. He's abandoning life. He's abandoning balancing the budget. He's abandoning America being the strong beacon for liberty and defense within the world. So I think it was a great start for my dear friend, Vice President Pence. And I just want to work even harder to make sure he becomes our next president.
You know, I appreciate it, and I hear your loyalty to your friend here. You know, Pence does not have a name recognition issue, but he does need to find a way to win over the American people. What is his biggest challenge in your eyes?
Well, again, I think the challenge is simply telling his story, because people don't know the Mike Pence who served. He was the actual conservative leader in the House of Representatives, battling the Wall Street bailout, battling the expansion of so-called entitlement spending that's going to bankrupt our children and our grandchildren. They don't know his record as governor, bringing about the single largest tax cut in Indiana history, largest amount of employment. They don't know him as a champion of educational choice and religious liberty. And so I think to some extent, they only know that he was at President Trump's side for 4 years, and they know January 6th. But let me tell you, there's a whole story of January 6th that hasn't been told, that will be told. And so you have a candidate in Mike Pence. Again, when it comes to being a conservative, he's the real deal, not just rhetoric, but record. And so he will get that out and draw the complete contrast that, again, this isn't the President Trump that many of us voted for twice. There's a whole lot of reason. People say, well, President Trump's, he's polling 45, 50% so far ahead of everybody else. To me, the real question is, since 100% of us who are going to vote in a Republican primary or caucus voted for President Trump twice, why is it easily half have said they don't plan to vote for him a third time? And so that's the larger question. Clearly, there is an opening for somebody who can make the case that it's time to look forward. It's time for somebody who has a real conservative record on life, on economic liberty, on educational liberty, on religious liberty, to take that fight and, as the vice president put it, appeal to the better angels of the American people, because there's a very, very great distinction between being tough and being mean.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.